Welcome to the Reloading Podcast here on the Firearms Radio Network, presented by Patriot Path Company and Camerado, where it's a hello from Wisconsin, where it's a balmy 35 degrees above zero Fahrenheit. Sorry for you guys in Alaska, because it looks like it's effing cold. I'm sure the Canadians are pretty cold too. Hey, did you guys see that meme that I posted in the group?
No, I missed it.
Oh. So, I saw a meme earlier on Instagram. It says, it's from Fox News. U.S. troops drink Iceland capital's entire beer supply in one weekend. He said, and then the caption on it, never been more proud of my country.
Oh. Odor, where are you?
Oh, good.
He's helping pick up all the passed out soldiers.
So let's see. Alaska Russ is in Big Lake. Where's Alaska 1 Andy at? That's what I want to know. I'm guessing on the northern side of the state. So. North Pole, Alaska. Say hi to Santa.
Oh.
Oh, good grief.
What is that?
Oh,
I think we saw Santa down here.
I forgot to hit go live on the Instagram. So here we go. That's the only thing I don't like about Instagram is I got to hit the go live button. So it requires me to pay attention, which we all know. Well, there's everybody climbing in. So anyway, I'm in the banana belt. The banana belt for Alaska. That's rich. What's everybody been up to?
Not much.
I mean, it's been a whole 2 days, so.
Yeah.
Anybody done anything?
Nick and I have been getting our yearly workout in, walking 6, 7, 8 miles a day now.
Well,
I listened to Jim talk to himself on Tuesday when I was rewatching the live podcast.
That's
yeah.
funny.
Yeah, I imagine he does talk live. So, but all right.
Well, you're front and center.
So we've seen a couple of new products here in the last yesterday and today.
Hold on, Sharenda, what you drinking?
I'm drinking FW Arms coffee, smooth and sweet, just like me.
There you go, Will. We got to plug in for your coffee.
Well, we saw Will a matter of 4 hours ago, basically. So
I wonder if Will would be our official coffee sponsor. We need a
probably
coffee
could be.
Probably would be.
He probably would be.
I mean, the coffee is good.
So,
I'll have to order some up.
but
The only problem is I'll have to take it to work because if I leave it here, she'll drink it all.
A hoarder.
Remember that.
Hey, no, tell her she can't have any until you and her can come to SHOTshow.
So how was your last day there, guys?
we got one more.
Got
we
one
got
more.
we got tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
But no, yesterday and today were really good. A lot of walking. I think yesterday, oh gosh,
Yeah.
12 miles. I think yesterday was some walking, and then today I think about another 6.5.
Okay, so you're getting your cardio in.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
How many interviews we do today?
Ooh. Well, one was a makeup, which I'll still count it. 2, 3.
3 or 4.
3 or 4 interviews.
Yeah, 3 or 4 interviews today.
Yeah.
Okay, you got
I
any
saw
you
the
wanna
one that
sh-
got posted, but I haven't
Yeah.
been paying attention. So how many more did you post?
I posted 2 today. I got the Teslong, which was from yesterday,
Okay.
and then I got the short action customs posted. So
Okay.
his mic was a little, you could hear a little crackling. I don't know if it was, his voice wasn't the greatest
Yeah,
either.
he's hoarse.
He was very hoarse this morning, so it could have been just the way that was working with. But other than that, it's out there. Put some cool B-roll. Did find some cool information out about it last night. Inline Fabrication will have plates for that press available shipping, and he was telling us they are actually going to be selling those through Midway USA. Those
Nice.
Nexus presses, so which is nice to see. But as far as newer stuff,
Something new to us.
New to us. We did post a video of the Teslong, the new Teslong bore scope, which is pretty nice. So let me share my screen. So this is the new called the Focus and Fold Rifle Bore Scope. So the nice part about it is it folds in half.
It's still a rigid rod.
It's still a very rigid rod, folds in half, and that's actually how you focus your camera.
Yeah, like on the old model, you put the lens on the end and you stick it in there, pull it back out, twist it to where you get your focus. On this one, you just go ahead and screw your lens on, stick the rod in, and you twist the rod. It manually focuses.
So they're gonna have that both in their 4.5-inch and 5-inch screen versions. So, and it's actually a pretty nice. Once it's once you fold it, it's pretty compact and can actually go in a nice little area, and you can take it to gun shows or different things. It's better than the full length rigid rod.
Did they say how much they tested the fold?
They did not, but we are going to be going back to the Caesars Forum tomorrow. My dad and I will, so we will definitely ask how.
Well,
they got 12-month warranty.
12-month warranty.
So
You currently sold out.
yeah, they sell super quick. Usually the newest thing goes quick.
Not unless they pause them while they're
They could
at
be.
SHOT Show.
It could be, but it was pretty interesting to see. So that was from Teslong. I'm gonna see if this works. What we got next?
You gotta go the way we got it.
Here, hold on just a second. Let me answer this question from Larry Cunningham. Larry, Nick dumped Candy.
Dumped her.
Yep. Nope. She been gone.
Yep.
She gone.
She was
We haven't found
anti-2A.
Yep. Once I found that out, gone.
Gone. So Candy's done. We haven't found out who the new one is that he picked up.
Mercedes.
Yet, but
Mercedes. Oh jeez.
But Candy is no more.
But let me try to see if this works.
Which one are you going with?
Let's go to.
Yeah,
I know. Hang on.
I'm going to be flipping pages if you don't.
What do you got next?
Go to your Air Mag thing.
Okay. So the next one we have is we found these. These aren't something that's new this year. But we found these guys down in the basement. It's actually a battery pack. That's the size of it. It's the shape of an AR-15 mag, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So where the rounds, you can see these little dots. Those are actually that's your battery percentage. So it's got 2 USBs on the bottom, a USB-C. Really, actually, good size battery. I know a buddy of mine that has a YouTube channel as well. He's been testing one of these for over a year now, since these came out, and he's had really good luck with them. The guy that was there said he's gone on a elk hunt or something out in Colorado. Ran off this for 2 or 3 days, running his what did he say? Gosh, I can't remember.
Well, I don't remember that, but he said there's several police
police agencies running these on their body cams because those things drain batteries, and the price isn't terrible. You're right around $100 compared to a lot of those battery packs. You're going to pay $30 and they're going to be crap within a couple weeks.
Yeah. And there again, the MSRP's for $99. There's a SHOT Show discount, and the code is SHOTshow 24. You get 10% off.
So save about $10. So, but
I thought it was pretty neat. I wouldn't, if You actually need to carry something duty if you're carrying mags.
Yeah.
Want maybe in a pouch under your arm.
That's kinda what I'm
keep your
thinking.
actual
Yeah.
mags in front.
It's yeah, that's the last thing you do is slap one of them in. Not a bad idea. It's only a 20,000 milliamp. So
Well, if you miss that up, does that become laser tag with your AR?
But all right, what do you have next?
Okay, next one. Go to Barry's bullets.
We did not open them. We just have
So we did. Let me get it here.
I know you have the app. That's all you have is the ad.
Bear with us here.
When do we have it?
We got it.
Insert silly hold music here.
Very bottom, of course. So we went by Barry's Bullets, I think today. Either today or yesterday. And just kind of see what new products they have. So first one is the it's their 40/10 millimeter, 200 grain, flat point, thick cut. And then they also have a 125 grain hollow point bullet for self-defense. And then they also released a 125 grain thick plate bullet for running at higher pressures, higher speeds. They also did say they are going to be releasing a 220 grain. Yes, 220 grain for the 10 millimeter.
So they basically upgraded the whole entire line to account for the fact that more people are shooting 10 mil.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but yeah, they were pretty nice. So,
I wonder how those bullets are doing inside a 350 Legend.
Yeah, that I don't know.
Always try them.
Yep.
So,
Guess I'll have to get a 350 Legend first. All right, listeners, send me money. Just kidding.
so the next product we ran across, this was yesterday. It's a new product out of Dillon Automation, who's doing all their automating systems. And Will is even telling me something this afternoon that I kind of have to check on more. It's a new product called the Kicker.
DA 3000.
No, that's the automated print thing. It's the Kicker.
Well, that's what I asked the guy. That's what he said.
That's the automated system.
Anyway,
I believe it's called the Kicker. And what is it's a twirl. It looks like it's got a little fish hook system type thing. And what it does is it's a sensor that reads either large pistol or small pistol, depending primer pocket. And what it'll do is if say you want to run small primer pocket, if you have just range pickup brass, you'll dump it all in. And when you're sorting, it'll read inside that case and they'll send the sensor to the machine to say, hey, this is a large, we need to kick it.
Yeah.
So when it would spin to the next station, it kicks it out. So that was a new thing they were kind of talking about. That's really about it from Dillon. Not really a ton. They're really just pushing their new automated systems. So that was from
trying to go after Mark 7.
Yeah, I think they're really trying to get up there and compete with Mark 7 more.
Good luck.
Yeah. The next one. Oh, there's no website for that one either. We were in the basement kind of walking through and we found this AR trigger brand called Got Nut or Gun Nuts. And well, we were kind of looking, we saw the patches first. And then they saw Dad's name tag that he was from Illinois. And they're like, oh, we're from Illinois too. So we were like, we might as well feel the triggers. And they felt really good.
It did feel good.
So we ended up doing some research and their prices aren't bad. You're looking around $40 for their standard mil spec. I believe that's the coated one too. All the way up to like 120. So they're not bad triggers. They have flat faced. And then just, of course, your standard curve. But looks like they ought to make a lot of spec parts too. Pistol grips, buffer tubes, gas blocks, muzzle brakes. So they were more trying to get their sales pitch out there for companies, but we figured we'd check out their triggers, which were pretty nice. So
you said you saw them on what site though? Was it
Primary Arms had one for let me look real quick. The Gun Nuts trigger. Primary Arms got their match grade trigger nickel PTFE trigger, which is their Teflon for $45 right now. So, which isn't terrible. Trying to see what else they got. Let's see. They got other ones.
Do they have a website at all?
No, the only website that shows up is their actual manufacturer website. So the only place really I'm seeing right here right now is Primary Arms. They got that one I said for 45. They got one actually even cheaper. They got their Pro Line trigger. I don't know what the difference is. It's only $25.
Looks like pretty much mil spec.
Yeah, mil spec, just not coated. And then they got their 2-stage trigger, which is phosphate. It's $89. So
They felt nice though.
They did. No, not much creep, and they just a nice release or just pull, and the release or the reset was really nice. And so
Now, is this a drop in or is it a 2-piece?
it's just a 2-piece. Yeah, your standard looks just like your standard with the springs and push pins and or roll pins more than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the next we have.
Worried about that.
Yep. Hodgson. So we did swing by Hodgson Powder. Did not get to talk. Is it Chris Hodgson?
Yeah.
Who's over there?
Yeah.
He was busy talking to one of the clients. I wasn't going to bug him. We did talk to a gentleman named Steve, and then you actually talked to him. So I'll let you.
Yeah. We first thing we asked him, hey, what's the market going to be like there? What's supply? Because there's people that can't get particular. But he says, well, I guess they had a corporate meeting. He didn't say when, but just recently, he says they've got good news. He says, as far as they can see, they're not going to see any delays. There again, these are always possibilities that something may happen. But right now, they think they're going to be able to have about everything they typically advertise. He says they're prioritizing getting Rotumbo and Varget supply levels up. And he says they're getting a lot of calls on that. So those are to be prioritized. Trail Boss, because I even mentioned that. He says you wouldn't believe the number of calls they've had for Trail Boss. So they're going to make a not severe. What's the word I'm looking for? An attempt to get that back up to the level.
He even said it's one of his goals to try to see Trail Boss back.
Yeah, he couldn't promise any of that, but he says they're going to work hard to get that to the levels we're used to seeing.
Well, they're not even making Trail Boss right now, are they?
He said they supposedly there's stuff being worked on it. He didn't say it's all the product line.
Yeah.
So
what about like IMRs, the 8208, the stuff like that?
Yeah. Oh, the Enduron line is done. Dead, deceased.
Yeah, but 8208 is not part of the Enduron line. It's
right.
We didn't go down the entire product line. He just kind of just glossed over it. He said basically their goal is to keep the levels they normally would like to keep up. But there again,
at the prices they're getting now for it, I mean, at $50 a pound, I just got a note from Midway USA that I can get 8 pounds of Vivitori for $309 compared to $350 and $400.
Yeah. So
if the price keeps climbing.
What did I have here?
That's it.
Yeah, see, as far as we know, ADI isn't making Trail Boss, so
yeah.
We did also swing by Sierra because they're right next to Hodgson, and they work with them on a lot of things.
Yeah.
We did check who the company that bought them was. It is a group out of Houston, I believe that he said.
I'm not sure remember either.
Yeah, I was thinking it was Houston, Texas, or Texas for sure. I remember. But he said they're kind of working on getting the final details of that.
It's a holding company.
Yeah, trying to get the final deals wrapped up with that. But they did introduce us to one of their media marketing guys. And there's a program that they've started. Was that last year?
Yeah, he did say it started
last year. Yeah. Called their, I think, Sierra Reloading Academy.
Yeah.
And so both Sharenda and I got his contact. We're gonna maybe try to work something out. Maybe try to see if we can get over there and see what that program's all about, and get with them, and maybe either one of us take the class or maybe do a video on it or something. So being that they're only
It kind of implies it'd be nice if somebody or a couple, a few of us,
Yeah.
take the class
Mhm.
and we can do like
I'd like to
videos
get
at the end of the
I'd like
day.
to get them on the show.
Yeah, and that's something
That
we
would
have the guy's contact, so we're definitely gonna be reaching out to him. And he even remembered from Sharenda from pre-COVID,
Yeah.
so which is kind of crazy.
Put in my business card.
From a reloading
What was that
roadshow.
workshop you did with him?
It was a hydrogen reloading roadshow.
Okay.
Which,
Yeah.
they still do it.
Are they starting that back up?
I mean, it never technically stopped. It's just that we have to pay for the supplies. So
Right.
how hard it was to get supplies, and there's not really a discount for us to buy it. So
That sucks.
Yeah, but no, we're definitely we'll definitely reach out to the guy.
yeah, he was definitely interested in
So.
maybe see if we can get a tour, because they haven't done those
Yeah.
in years either.
Yep. So
It's an interesting tour, I'll tell you that.
it is. I've done it when I was young.
Yeah.
About 5 years ago plus.
What's that?
The tour of the Sierra booth or factory.
Oh God, yeah.
That was 5-6 years ago plus. So we also did this afternoon when we were meeting Will for the FW Arms interview. We stopped by the Lyman booth. Quite a few actually new
Yeah,
products this year on the Lyman side,
Yeah.
and that was kind of what was nice to see. The last couple of years, it's been basically Mark 7 only.
Mm-hmm.
So they redesigned their ultrasonic cleaner. So it's not the old school just silver finish. It's got actually a really nice kind of, what's the best way to put it? Like a darkened finish,
Yeah.
darkened stainless steel
Black
finish,
chrome,
black
yeah.
chrome. And they also added a 6 liter. I'm assuming the 6 liter is new. I know they had the 3 liter.
No.
Oh,
They,
it's
they,
okay.
they had the 6 liter before.
So yeah, just a C website for pricing. We'll
Okay.
look later.
Yeah.
They got a new roller handle for the All American and Victory press.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it'll actually fit Rock Chucker and Rock Chucker Supreme. New powder pro gauges and ammo checkers. They got new mats.
A new zoom cap.
New zoom caps on their snap cap line.
Ooh, cool.
They actually got, here's one product from Mark 7, a powder check alarm.
Yeah, the zoom caps are 30 super carry, 7 millimeter PRC, 300 PRC, and 8.6 blackout.
So, and the powder check really actually isn't too bad. $80. I don't know if that's just this piece, or I would assume that's that, or I don't know if that's the whole die. The way it looks like it might be built onto the die. It might be the die too.
You have to ask Ken Brown.
What's causing
Yeah.
the echo, guys?
He's got one for his reloading press, and he's had a little difficulty with it.
Mm,
So it's a little cheaply made, he said.
gotcha.
But
So-
maybe they'll fix it.
Yeah, absolutely. So another, I don't know, did we talk about the Inglis high power from SDS Imports on Tuesday? Do we remember?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I can't remember. We did the booth interview, and we found out some more information. It's no cast parts.
Yeah.
It's all milled, which is pretty nice to see, especially for that price. So we're gonna do another screen share.
Good. You talk to this guy.
So this is a company out of Mitchell, South Dakota. Gotta wait for the share screen to come up. There we go. Company called Prairie Tactical that makes suppressors. I've heard a lot about them because there's a shop back home that actually is the owner of a AR shotgun line, but they stock these suppressors at the shop, and decided to go by and talk to them and see what they were all about. And this was the one they really kind of talked me more into. Is their 46 cal, but it's a modular one that can load, that can use all the way, and it comes in a nice case that's got all your end caps from 22 cal all the way up to 338 caliber. So this is the one I'm looking
Tool,
at.
take the
Takedown tool. It's got, you can shorten it, add the extension on. So, and I think price was about $950-ish. So, and it looked like a really built, I think titanium, he said. It probably says it
titanium.
Yeah. But no, it was just something. Figured I'm there. I'm in a free state now. Might as well start looking at some suppressors. So
It's got good DB levels on there.
yeah, and that was what he was saying. He says it's pretty quiet, and I've never shot one. Hopefully, the shop owner, I know the shop owner real well, and I'm hoping they have some of these as some samples. Maybe we can go out sometime and shoot them before I buy.
He
So
said the shop had these in
yeah,
stock.
I know the shop has these in stock. I look at them all the time when I'm in there. So I'm hoping maybe we can go test them out before I buy, just to double check, make sure it's the one I like. So, and that's it. For the price point. They got lifetime warranty. So, and they got it comes in the nice, so you can see here, they have one, you can buy it just the suppressor, but you can also buy the whole kit. And the whole kit was like, I think he said, $968, $970 before stamp, of course. But no, it was really nice, really good quality. All their suppressors looked really good. So, plus they're in the Midwest, which I like to see. So, but
Let's see, we got that.
that's really anything you got, Sharenda?
Well, we can talk about this gun here. We noticed with a lot of the states having assault weapon bans and stuff, a lot of the pump action style ARs.
Yeah, there was like
AR or a pump action shotgun
there were
that
quite a
looks like
few.
an AR. So this is one of them we looked at here.
It's this one.
This one,
Yeah,
and I think you got a website on this, don't you? Did you bring it in?
I did. Yep.
I mean, you could probably go. Vast majority of the off-brand AR companies are making one of these.
Yep. Got to do something to distinguish. So.
Yeah, but this particular one, it's still semi-auto.
Still semi-auto.
This replaces your charging handle.
Oh,
So-
yeah. Guys were talking about this on Double Tap the other night.
Yeah.
It was pretty neat how it worked.
Yeah.
And his point, you can stay on target, and you can actually, even if you had a stoppage, you can clear the stoppage and still be on gun, and you don't have to take your hand off the rifle until you go to get your new mag. There again, you'd have to learn a whole new manual of arms, but pretty neat. And I asked him because he said it's semi-auto only right now. But
if you're a shotgunner already, you'd be fine.
Yeah. But he said it wouldn't take much tweaking to make it where it's purely pump action for the people that can't have a semi-auto.
Mm-hmm.
So that was pretty ingenious.
What's
That was
MSRP?
Oh, I didn't even say, did
Does it
they?
say on their site there?
Which one is it? Is it the
4 charging AR? Their flyer don't say it. The website.
I'm assuming the 15C. I'm assuming. Ooh.
Yeah. And it won't
How
work.
many
in all
ARs
of
have we looked at this week that are on a major manufacturer? They're pushing $2,000.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
It's pretty insane.
Everybody's trying to reinvent the wheel and charging more for it.
Yep.
But when you can go to, whether it be Rock River or
I don't know if Rock River. I'd go Arrow anymore.
Anderson or somewhere like that, and
Anderson's really stepped their
around
game up.
$500.
That new Frontline series, I looked at it a little more, and with the way they have, of course, you got your 2 screws that hold your handguard on, but they now have a bolt that goes between those 2 screws that actually locks in through your barrel nut. So it's really locked in place. And Anderson's really made a really large step up. They're not Arrow and Colt and LMT and all that, but they're the working man's gun. And so
it sounds like they're going to start pushing custom Cerakote
different
patterns.
Yep. That was something Kyle and I talked about, and Trend as well with Kyle. Did swing by the Arrow booth. Their bolt gun's running good. I did feel the new lever gun.
Yeah.
Very, very, very heavy. I did not like the heaviness of it. That's just me personally. I did get to feel their new ambi lower, which is very nice with the way how you can just move your trigger finger to lock the slide back, release the bolt,
Yes, that was
all that. You might want to check that out at Arrow. Yeah. Trying to think anything else.
Well, Nick, I heard Arrow said that their lever gun is only a prototype. It's like 2 months in, so it's probably going to change. I would assume by shot next year.
I would hope so, because it was what felt like 12 pounds. It probably wasn't that heavy, but it felt heavy.
Yeah. Maybe it was me imagining something. We stopped by Faxon.
Yes, and that I'm seeing the screen here. Faxon, this is all prototype, so don't hold this for credit, is prototyping a strictly pump action AR for states like California, New York, Illinois, stuff like that.
If it's got a mag, it won't work in Illinois.
Or
pump action.
If it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
That's true.
Has a mag.
States have restrictions. Yeah, I always just name off restrictive states.
But what I thought was odd, Faxon was a really, really growing company there. Their booth seemed extremely small this year.
Size was the same. I'm telling you. Size was the same.
Small.
Chris would probably agree. I think they had everything spread out. They had a lot of open space. Yeah. So
didn't they come up with a bolt action?
Yeah, but once you see the price, they want about, I think they want $950 for the action. The action alone is like $900, but it's just as smooth as the new Anderson's gonna be coming out.
Okay.
And I ran them side by side. I went and did the Faxon, and then I was over at. They had one. They had one complete gun. Yeah. So, but I ran the Faxon bolt, and then we were 5-10 minutes later over at Anderson. I had, hey, Kyle, I run that bolt again just to double check what was fresh in my mind. Yeah, Anderson's bolt's a lot smoother.
Oh, is that the one we got to take a peek at and they out?
Yeah, that bolt for I don't know what they did. That is smooth. And for what the price point they're going to try to keep the whole rifle at was pretty incredible.
What are they looking at for the action?
Well, I don't know if they're going to do the action right now. The whole rifle they're wanting to keep around 1,200.
Oh, that's not bad.
Exactly. And 20 MOA rail, 6.5 Creed to start, 6.5 308 to start, and then Magnum's coming later on. So, yeah, it was very nice. And they changed the name. I don't know if I can really say that. The name.
No.
I'm not going to. I'm going to leave that quiet because that's kind of behind the scenes information. All I can say is I do like the new name better than what they had last year. So, anything else?
What's trend to see?
Yeah.
I went and looked at a lot of the outdoor apparel companies, questioning them about their women's line. That was a little disappointed. A lot of them are now carrying women's clothing, but the sizing they either didn't have for it to be tried on or couldn't really answer spec questions for me. So we'll see. I went and explored the archery pavilion, which was new this year. To me, it seemed as if there were still some holsters and firearm stuff that was snuck into that area. And it was nice that they had. I hope they grow it. It had the potential to have more vendors down there and information. There weren't that many new women products out at SHOTshow this year. Most of the stuff I looked at were just accessories. Probably nothing you guys are interested in, but stuff I'm gonna post on the women's side and just make them aware of what's out there. That was pretty much it. I made some connections to do some events for women later this year. So hopefully a few shows from now, I'll have some shout outs to some people for y'all. That's pretty much it. And tomorrow I'm just going to walk around and still up a couple more patches.
Oh, geez.
See what they don't want to take. I think who won the haul today?
You
won the
haul for the week.
I probably have.
Show them what you bought.
I haven't gotten anything free.
Well, this. You see that? a phone case. They don't want to carry this back, so they let me snatch this from them.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what?
Yeah. So we're gonna see if that'll fit in my suitcase. And
Oh, jeez. Yeah. She's made away like a bandit with stuff. I haven't got much. I haven't got anything free. I have leads on stuff. That's about it, really, for me.
Has anybody visited any of the optics booths?
And here's the kicker. I didn't even go in begging. They were just like throwing this stuff at me like I was like dollars at the strip club.
Yeah, we've got a booth review of
So I got
Alpin, right?
Yeah, Alpin Optics is going to be coming out this weekend, probably.
Yeah.
For that video.
Wait, can you see these?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ironclad. I went to go see if I could. I thought they were giving away these for free. I told them what I was going to be using them for, both work and hunting. And the guy showed them to me. And when I went to give them back, he was like, "No, you keep those. Try them. Let me know what you think." So I got some leather.
Well, they were supposed to be giving out free ones on range day if you got there early enough.
We got there.
We got there.
We got there, but they didn't have my size. So he gave me a medium pair that I needed. I got the leather ones that are insulated. The work gloves. I got some stuff that I'm going to be reaching out to give for Wilderness later for some women events. Yeah, I did. I made a killing. Some shirts.
Yeah.
Some patches. I'm collecting patches for Gracie Outdoors. If anybody follows her, she asked her dad to ask me to collect some cool patches from her. So we've been collecting a small little bundle with the mat.
Yeah.
The Sierra mat.
Yeah, that's the coolest thing of the week so far was the Sierra
T-shirt. My Mammoth cup.
Jeez.
Oh,
yeah, I got quite a few nice things and trinkets, whatnot.
Yep. Another thing we got, we found, and we talked about this the panel here before the show, was chronograph is not chronograph. Wow. Caldwell is releasing a chronograph, a Doppler radar chronograph. We all have our opinions on it. We personally don't think for what they're going to try to have it, the size, you might as well buy the new Lab Radar Mini one. I looked at that for the exact same price. Give me the Mini Lab Radar all day.
Yeah, it's a chirp radar tracks bolt velocity
Yeah.
up to 100 yards downrange.
Which Lab Radar does the exact same thing. So it's, and the guy said, "Oh, it's $200 cheaper." I'm like, no, it's not. It's the exact same price.
Yeah, I saw that too, but I didn't have the heart to.
I didn't want to. I didn't want to say it right to his face.
Yeah, I was like,
But
no, sorry.
Hey, did you ask Lab Radar if they're going to have a trade-in program?
No, they probably won't. No on Lab Radar. But yeah, they'll. You know how many of the full size units they'll get back in a trade-in program?
Oh, Timber Creek.
All
Exactly, all of them.
They added SIG parts.
Interesting.
To their pistol line, so you can get the grip and the accessories for the SIG full size P320 and the 365. That was nice. I got to hold it for a little bit. They got it in all the colors too. So,
who's that from?
Timber Creek. They now carry the grip and the accessories for the SIG full size P320 and the P365.
Grip.
Yep.
Chris reminded me, we did swing by the loaddata.com booth. I asked if the gal still works for the company. She does. She's not here. She's back wherever their office is. So I will reach out to her myself and try to figure out, hey, we've had people reach out and it's been crickets. What's kind of going on?
But the guy you were talking
He
to,
said
he didn't seem to balk at the
no, because I told him,
hey,
she set something up with me last year where I knew you guys were normally roughly like $30, $35. She gave me $25. He looked like more like he was more important. I'll say that. And he didn't bat an eye or balk about it. He's like, yeah. So yeah, I'll reach out to her, try to see if we can get that kind of working up again. And maybe if it's something we can just set up an actual code that you just type in,
Yeah.
and work that out. That might be easier. So I'll reach out to her and work on that for us.
And to answer Paul's question about optics, we did do a Alpen optics booth review, and that'll be coming out as soon as you get that published.
Went to Primary Arms, checked out Primary Arms optics. Some nice ones there.
Yeah. Went to Holosun.
Holosun was
take a look at their newer.
Yeah, they have a ton of new stuff.
Get close.
There was
They were
every
giving
time
away stuff too. So
Yeah.
it was
every time you walk by Holosun, it was packed.
yeah.
What else? Went into the Burris booth for a few seconds. I didn't see anything where distinctly new.
It's a lot of the same.
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody comes out with something,
Well, Burris just released their V6 Eliminator and their V3 of their thermals.
And Night Force just released their new spotting scope.
I did hear somebody tell me that.
Which has a you can order it with either a mil dot reticle or a MOA reticle.
Okay.
So, and it's it's based on one of their scopes, and I think it starts at like 6 power and goes up to 35 or 40, something like that. So,
Wow.
Oh, Breakthrough has a suppressor cleaning kit.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, I went out and looked at that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I heard the 6 and did go over and talk to the guys at Sons of Liberty about the 6 Max. I know we had the question: is it barrels only? Are they doing uppers? He said barrels are in stock, ready to go. He said their plan that they are going to 100% start when they get back from SHOT building uppers. So him and I are kind of exchange contacts. I'm going to reach out, possibly get an upper for some testing. If not, maybe heavy discount to purchase an upper or barrel or something. And I might do some testing on it, and so, or look into it. So for sure. So it's an interesting cartridge. I like the way it's shot. So we'll definitely, and with the way I looked at it, I'm wondering how much true you might have had. Mainly some of the reloaders go see them, but they were stuck over Mike and Chris, over in the police area, the military police area. So I guarantee they didn't get a ton of the main floor people coming over to see them. And most of those military police guys, unless you're the ballistician that works for them, I don't see you really asking about a cartridge.
I wonder why they chose a booth or picked a booth over there if it was just the
they
only
might
open
not
spot.
have.
Yeah. So, and that's, I'm hoping if I can be one of the fewer guys that reach out to it would be nice. My guess, most of the big names still have already stuff out there from them, but
there were a couple other major AR manufacturers that were stuck in the odd places.
Yeah, I will say the show floor was completely different than normal.
It didn't make sense.
It didn't. They had some very weird. I guarantee. I'm assuming the way they did the lottery was a little different, or the points kind of choosing the spots was a little different. That's something to tell everybody. It's weird how SHOTshow works. Is we all think, why don't we put all the reloading companies next to each other, all the scope companies next to each other, all the pistols and all that? No, it runs off a point system. However long you've been here, how much you want to spend. Like Glock alone spent $3 million on their booth. So, but
for a staple gun, come on.
Yeah, but like Under Armour is now where American Outdoor Brands used to be, and it's just you used to have those landmarks, and now you have to kind of relearn everything.
So in case y'all are trying to wonder why on Tuesday we were like kind of all over the place, because SHOTshow is all over the place. You can't make your content make sense.
Yeah, you have to try to break it out into certain times, where you want to go, and we kind of planned the week ahead of time, or planned where we were going to go during this day and do this day, and then kind of today we had to kind of modify it because I had the short action customs issue on Tuesday, so I had to go redo that video today.
Yeah.
So
how long is that
Speaking
video?
of
2-3 minutes, but it's just
speaking of. JD Wilkie over in the Instagram feed asked if you check that out. So if you want to let him know when that's going to be available.
the press.
The video.
The video.
It should be up right now.
Okay. On
YouTube. On the Free
yours
Throw
or mine?
Oh,
Yours or ours?
On the podcast YouTube channel. Okay. All the reloading stuff's going to be on the podcast side.
Okay. So JD Wilkie, if you go to the YouTube podcast channel, Reloading Podcast channel, it'll be posted there.
Yeah, that should be up within the last couple hours at most.
I think you've got like 8 different videos and shorts up there right now.
Yeah, I've been trying to knock stuff out. And I got for sure 2, if not 3 more coming. So the Alpin's got to be a little bit more editing, just kind of more trimming because we had to redo a shot.
Yeah, we caught it while we were there.
Yeah. That one probably will be worked on tomorrow night. Posted first thing Saturday morning. Probably while I'm sitting at the airport, I'll try to have it where I post.
Yeah, you've got the AGS annealer up, the EP integrations up, the test long, and the short action customs are all up.
Okay.
So he said he's wondering to see how it compares to the Zero press.
So it's hard to compare a turret press to a standard coaxial single stage press. If you're a true PRS, and you want to kind of crank a little bit more count out, go with the Zero press. Yeah. If you're wanting to do strictly, let's D prime, then let's go in size or bump shoulders, all that. That where I could see maybe the Nexus comes in. It all depends on where you really want to be. I think it's in the market more to
coming
compete.
For you, Ray.
Yeah. I think it's in the more market to compete with the Forster coax.
Yeah.
If you have a coax, maybe you want to bump up to a little bit nicer press. I think that's where that's meant to be. And
speaking of Forster, we dropped by there.
Oh yes, we went by Forster. The new XL coaxial XL is out shipping now.
It's a long draw.
It is. I ran. It's very. You have to really get your arm out there. Sharenda was kind of walking. She had to kind of duck away because
it almost got me in the face.
That bar is probably that long on there, and it's like whoa.
Yeah, you gotta pull it, and it's like boom, right.
So,
right there.
which is interesting. They might be making shorter throws, but I'm wondering, did they do that?
Oh, I'm sure somebody will make a shorter arm. A roller arm for it.
Yeah,
nice and heavy. Dude.
Oh, absolutely, very smooth. Ran great. They are making their own large 1.25" for, I'm assuming, 338 Lapua 50 BMG. Those large cartridge. They're making their own dies for those.
Nice.
They did show off. It's not new. I kind of like the look of it. Their powder dispenser. That's kind of an interesting looking little powder dispenser where it's got kind of goes off at a 45 and very interesting looking little powder dispenser. I was like, is that new? I've never seen that before.
I want to call it micrometer driven.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
So it is kind of new.
Yeah, I think it's kind of hidden behind the press and some other.
Well, no, they. So pre-shot, they were working on it, and it was in the works, and it was in progress. And sometime during COVID is when they actually released it. So it hasn't got a lot of press.
Gotcha.
Ken Brown wants to know, what are they looking? What's the point of the 6 Max? What are they looking to do with it?
I didn't know if you could say what they're. I don't think you said a point. I look at it for me personally. I haven't ran ballistics or anything on it and tested it side by side. I loved shooting 6 arc when that shot a couple years ago and loved the way it shoot, but you can't find brass for it anywhere. And when I can take 350 Legend, and I can get 350 Legend for about roughly 40 cents a piece. Neck it down, put the shoulder on it, and a standard 6mm bullet. I kind of want to play with that and see where that might take me. So
is that the new one?
Yeah, that's the one.
Bring that. Share that.
That's
when you're looking at the velocity, you're counting apples to apples. They both use the same bullets, and with the 105s, I think the 6 Max is running about 125, 130 feet faster per second, and with the V Max, the 58, I think it's almost running like 250 feet per second more.
Then 6 arc, or is that 6 arc?
Then 6 arc.
So yeah, you're getting the velocities are a little bit more, which is nice, and that's why I look. If I can save some money on brass and get the same, why not? And it's basically the exact same bolt face.
Yeah. The 6 arc, what's 6 arc?
Oh gosh.
6 arcs is the
Grendel bolt face.
Grendel.
Grendel.
Yeah.
At that point, you can buy a regular 5.56 223 bolt, good quality bolt, buy an upper, buy a barrel, handguard your choice, muzzle brake your choice,
That's
and build it for no
kind of
problem.
like I was saying. It's like a 300 blackout on steroids.
Yeah.
Just using the same.
You're flatter shooting, faster pushing 300 blackout. S
The,
on
round.
standard AR.
Yeah.
the question is brass forming. I mean,
Yeah.
you're taking it from a 35 caliber down to 6.
And that's where I'm going to
That's-
reach out with the guy and kind of figure out, hey, what's your steps? Because I looked on the website, couldn't find any steps on how
Would
he
you have
forms
to
the
turn
brass.
the neck? That's
I'd imagine you would have to when you're done.
That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking.
Yeah, I'm going to reach out, definitely try to find some more information out about it and see what his steps was from taking it from 300 blackout to the cartridge.
Well, you mean from
350 legend.
Yeah, I had blackout, but
So,
what's the steps?
hey, on that bench rest powder measure,
Mhm.
what's the other picture?
Oh, that's
That's-
the bench.
That's what I wanted to see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they make that, and then
So yeah, it's kind of looks like similar to
yeah, they had it interesting. They had it that in the stand as well as their long drop tube in there on the display
nice.
one here at the show. So it was kind of interesting. It caught my eye with the way the micrometer adjuster goes off at the 45, and then that long drop tube kind of caught my eye. So it was like interesting.
Mhm.
So, but that was from Forster. I'm trying to think any other companies reloading wise. Oh, Chris did swing by Arkin Optics, looked at the thermal, pretty nice, very clear for the digital.
but they're good without being dark.
Yeah, it was hard to tell. I couldn't find their low power variable optic, and I kind of looked through I scanned all the rifles really well because usually with the low power you can see the
Oh,
flat.
there's a distinct difference.
I was like, I don't see it. Where is this thing? So we're gonna hit Caesar's Forum again tomorrow afternoon when we go back. So I'll definitely try to either find it or ask if they have it because they were busy when we went by.
And I'll be totally honest with you. When you walk a show floor for 8 hours looking at everything
Your eyes
done
get
rated,
already.
you forget so much. You can't remember everything.
Well, I know I had a lot of people asking me here in Wyoming about the Arkin because you get a lot of varmint hunters, coyote hunters, and they were looking at a affordable option to Pulsar and
Yeah.
all the higher end stuff because a
What
lot of
was that
people
one we
can't
looked
justify going dropping 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 grand on that.
That one we looked
Mhm.
at for the patch. Who owns Sightmark? Is that Pulsar?
Yeah, set mark is Pulsar. Yes.
They have a new one coming out that's 4K. That one we looked at yesterday morning.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's a 4K, I think, digital. It's only gonna be around $700.
Is it on the site?
Oh gosh, I don't remember. I'll try to swing by and get the information on it tomorrow. They do a daily patch set of 4 patches. You trade a patch, you get one of these patches. So you always grab an extra one at a booth so you can trade for it.
What do they do with those?
I wonder what they do if they donate them to somebody or
They may donate.
I'm wondering
We
if
should
that.
go ask them.
There you go. There's them and there's one booth in one of that small room
Look
there
at
in
you
front.
scheming.
No, I'm not scheming. I'm just nosy. I
I'm
want
just
to know
nosy.
what they're doing with them. Like, it'd be kind of cool if they said they have a big old library full of patches, or if
Wouldn't
they do
who
donate
knows
them.
what they got? Trying to think what else. That's really, I think, it. Unless any of the listeners got any last minute things they want to
kind of.
see
Did
tomorrow.
you guys happen to hit Hyperfire? Because I know they're
I
running some
did
promo.
swing by it. I couldn't find any. They didn't have any promo code thrown out anywhere.
Okay. They had it advertised on the app of they're doing some SHOTshow promo on all their
Yeah.
triggers.
Yeah, I could swing by and double check because they're not far from the bridge. So
Yeah, sure. Why not? So you can spend more of my money so I can buy about 3 or 4 different triggers.
sounds good.
Appreciate that.
No problem. Yeah, but I know Sharenda and I are both going to be working with Kyle at Anderson a lot here soon. So he was great to work with this week. And
Yeah, he's gonna be a problem. Just throwing stuff in my hand. What you think? What do you tell me? What you think, girl?
So,
Like, I think I'm gonna be broke.
did go by Palmetto, look at all the new stuff from Palmetto State. A lot of their concept guns. I will say their pump action shotgun they're working on as a concept is really nice, actually. And I like the way the release for the pump is. The release action. It's literally right where your trigger finger would sit on the receiver.
How many concept guns do they have you voted on?
Gosh,
You
like
vote which
6 or if not more, 6 or 8.
Yeah.
Some stupidest amount. And some of them were great. Their bolt action was really nice. Needs a little bit of tweaking, I think. Pretty smooth. It can take a little bit more fine tuning. But they had that. They had, of course, the shotgun. They had, I think, a Jackal bullpup, a Jackal 308 they're working on. They had a 22 dagger they're working on as a concept. The 45 dagger. Gosh, there's so much.
An
And then they're
actual
looking
full-size dagger.
Yeah, an actual full size. Then they're looking at this isn't a concept. This is actually a legitimate thing that's going to happen. So they have their Saber line, which is more their duty built up line. They are going to do their daggers in the the Saber line, and they looked pretty good. Nice grip, texturing, slide work. Dad and I looked at the updated concept of the STG 44. Literally, you just lost all interest in me now. It literally looked like they took the one from last year and fed it a Thanksgiving dinner, and it didn't do anything. Yeah. It got very fat. Stocks are very fat. I don't like it. Heavy. Super heavy. It feels like it's 15 pounds plus. And come to find it, these guys that were standing by, supposedly they had told us, supposedly they're mixing the original 8mm Kurz caliber, which you lost all interest in me at that point. I would want it in the original caliber. So that's just, you lost all interest for me at that point with that. Raggle Fraggle, I've been trying all week. That the party around the H9 at Daniel Defense, you'll wait an hour just to see the pistol.
First off, Raggle Fraggle, it's not a knockoff. They actually bought the entire thing from Hudson when Hudson went under.
Yeah, it's truly only one part that interchanges. Actually, they've redesigned the whole thing.
Yeah, there's literally one piece that's original. Everything else is redesigned. It's supposed to be nice, but just like everything else, if you took the $500 they throw for the Daniel Defense name off the price, it'd actually be a good price and it'd be worth buying. But so
a company I can't believe back again is Caracal. How many times have they been reborn? Yeah, they have a good booth there.
Well, I think it's the same booth they've had for years.
But I'm like, how are you back again? Yeah. I thought you died 4 times now.
Right.
It's weird. What the heck? I feel like I went back to the 90s.
Yeah.
But
Knox Spectre said, check out UTG new higher end optics, shot glass. Yes, really.
Yeah, I'll take a look at that because I know we don't go much into the UTG's booth because I always remember them as Chinese crap. So I'll definitely go check them out. But
Raggle Fraggle said he's got an OG Hudson, saw a couple differences right away. Yeah, it's not literally the same gun, but they did basically what they did is they fixed the Hudson, essentially, is what it is.
Yep.
So,
but I'm trying to think. Walking through the show floor in my head right now.
That time here, it's overwhelming.
It is. It's trying to. I guarantee there's stuff we're forgetting. All right, time to go through pictures, real quick.
Is this where we talk amongst ourselves?
I think so.
Talk amongst yourselves, says.
So, the new girlfriend can't be a Mercedes because there was an 80s movie about that.
Oh, we didn't talk about Will from FW yet.
Right. We talked about the coffee.
Yeah, we talked about the coffee. He has a. Is this out yet? The expander.
I don't know if it's out, but that's what he's working on.
So his main project right now, that probably close, if not out there, it's close to being.
That's not out.
Yeah, so it's close to being officially on the market on the site, if not already out there. Is his new released 9mm expander. It's actually really nice and built
Okay.
super well.
Yeah.
He's even getting them where you're not getting curved or crooked bullets when you're seating.
Nice.
He kind of trying to remember exactly how he said it. He says it in the video. So when I post the video, you'll be able to hear what he says. I can't remember exactly how the way he phrased it on what he's doing a little different to not getting the bullets seated and crooked. He also has a oh gosh, I don't know what that die was either. There's a kind of a prototype die. A sizing die. He's working on a prototype testing phase right now. Is a 9mm sizing die. So that's from him as well. We got to feel them. Really good quality. As always from FW. And he's got actually the cases they're shipping in now. He did show the new
square tubing.
square tubing, the zip square tubing cases. So those are really nice that the guys are coming in now for shipping.
Yeah, they're made for storage and longer storage.
Yes.
What is he laughing at?
Oh gosh. What's in the comments? Look in the comments. Oh no, nothing that's weird in the comments that I can see. It must be on the Instagram side or something.
It's in our messenger chat.
Oh God.
Brandy and
Oh, that
Babs.
messenger chat. Oh shit. Let me get in that messenger chat.
Oh yeah. That's right, kids.
Oh geez.
Terrible.
What do you think? What do you think, Ray?
No, you don't get to see it. No.
Fine.
You don't get to see it, sir.
Let me tell y'all something. These two have been acting like an old married couple all
Oh,
week.
they are. They totally are. It's hilarious.
Ray, seeing how you don't have, or Nick won't allow you, we were just discussing how Nick moved up in the alphabet. He went from Candy to Brandy, and apparently Babs has made an appearance too.
I said no Babs instead of Brandy.
All I can say is for a 6-year-old fat boy, I still got it. I can talk to the most
Hey.
beautiful woman there.
I'm over here calling Ray Big Papa over here. He's smiling at all the ladies.
Hey, all you gotta do is smile and say hello. And
They opening doors for him.
either that or they know they're completely safe.
Right.
Yeesh, rough crowd. So, anyway,
No, yeah, we've had a good week. Quite a few. I was expecting from rumors I've heard from friends in the industry and friends that are also on YouTube that know people in the industry. They say it was going to be a very kind of dull show, very empty show, but it's been a good week so far.
It was better
That's
than
good.
last year.
Yeah, of course today was empty, pretty empty.
I've only seen no more than 5 empty booths, and them have all been the basement,
Yeah.
the small little.
And they probably were all Chinese companies.
Yeah.
So
no vacancies on the main big floors.
nope.
that's good.
So,
Yeah.
Any updates on that BS 3D printed revolver we saw last year?
No, they're gone. They weren't here. My guess they
Mm.
didn't survive. That was so dumb.
Speaking of revolvers, the Chiappa Rhino now comes in 40 short and weak.
Mhm.
Oh jeez.
Jim's ordering 3.
Dropped by the Colt table.
Yeah, Colt did get to go look at the new finished one that they're coming out with on the.
Was that the blue?
Yeah, I agree. Why? I'll spend the money on a real one if I'm going to buy one.
If I'm gonna buy a revolver, there's basically 2 companies I'm buying right now. It's either going to be a Ruger or it's going to be a Smith and Wesson. That's it.
Yeah,
Agreed.
The ones they had on display were nice and smooth, but they probably all don't get shipped that way.
no. I want to find who had it. CZ has Beretta. Beretta supposedly is releasing a $17,000 revolver. So I'm going to have to go in Beretta just so I can see it.
what?
I will show you the video later.
Oh my gosh.
Did you say it was
TG.
17?
Spoof.
Yes.
1,000?
No. It's legit.
Not 1,700.
TGC News the other day put a video and it was talking about all the new guns, and it was the first one from the Beretta line. He was talking about who's going to buy a $17,000 revolver.
Well, they're also releasing special editions of the M9 for like 10 grand plus. And I was like, no.
Yeah.
Shot one of those in the military. No.
Yeah. Then they're bringing the PX4 Storm back.
Yep.
The PX4 back. I'm like, well, I thought that died, but I guess
no.
Not.
No, not only are they bringing it back, but they're bringing it back in 9 and 40.
Yeah. And they're sending it to some tactical group that's tacticalizing it.
Can you talk about that again?
Yeah.
I
don't remember the name of the company.
Did anybody go by the Nighthawk booth?
If you could squeeze your way in.
Yeah, I was gonna say I walked past it a few times, and it was.
I heard they're collaborating and doing a shotgun.
Okay. Well, I just wondered because they've taken over course.
Yeah. So, I tried to get in there because they're in Caesars, and literally every time I walked by, the couple times I did, every gun was taken, picked up, just pain in the butt. We're trying to get in there, and they don't have a huge booth. They're no more than 6 feet wide by probably 15 feet long. So it's nothing huge.
Well, if you go to Nighthawk Customs webpage, there looks like they're advertising with Cosmi from Italy shotguns.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some company they're working with. I saw this guy posted a photo of it. But trying to think, what else?
Paul, if you look in the host chat, I put the link for you.
Okay. Cosme. Okay.
I imagine Knights, LaRue, they all had stuff. I normally don't go in there because I can't even touch it with a 6 foot long pole, so I really avoid it. And most of the time, the military groups and companies are in there trying to work their deals, and so you really try to avoid that. I will say LMT staying at the same hotel as us, so that's kind of cool.
Nice.
We talked to those guys this morning. That's really about all I can think of. Patches are up this year. I don't know why. There's like what feels like double the patches, and good patches actually this year. So I think I have like a Walmart bag completely full, if not overflowing right now.
Well, if you need a case, look to your right. She's got a case you can pack them all in.
I got room in the
I got to
luggage.
make sure I can fit that in my suitcase. If not, my friend's going to be mailing it to me.
I'm just saying that's the better option, especially because they're going to have to flat ship all that stuff back.
Mm-hmm.
They'll just have you thrown with that.
Yeah.
Sharenda.
Go ahead, Paul.
Brenda, you have to look at the Cosme shotgun at Nighthawk. Yeah, definitely.
Paul?
Yeah.
Since you recommended it, I am not going to go look at that. That right there lets me know I cannot afford it. No, I've been trying to get over there to look, but it's ridiculous. Yeah. You would think they were giving them away to the first 100 people.
Well, I'll tell you this, okay? You know what the price of a new F-150 costs?
Yeah, because they have one here.
Okay. It's pretty close to that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they have the vehicles here with the price tags on them too. There's a Ford, a Dodge,
two Dodges, two Dodge Rams.
Yeah.
Entry level for the Cosme is $23,999.
Oh.
Yeah, I think
entry level.
Good on that.
I just sent her the links in Facebook Messenger.
Damn it, Chris.
So we're kind of looking through the new product catalog here as well, and just noticed Ballistol, so the company I use for about everything, gun cleaning wise, has a suppressor cleaner now.
Okay.
So, Langdon Tactical, that's the company.
Yeah. So I'm going to go take a look at that tomorrow. That suppressor.
Have you guys seen it? I know you talked about the ARs, and nobody's really, some people are trying to quote unquote reinvent the wheel. But how about the other companies, because I see Raggle Fraggle's asking, like LaRue and everybody as far as accessories and components. You see anything special coming out?
Nothing jumped out to me, at least. We
I
walked by
noticed-
LaRue.
Yeah.
LaRue really just handed us some stuff. But that's
It
really
seems a lot of them are just tweaking the
Yeah.
the magwell, how the magwell shape, or
I'm trying to think where was even
the casting of the upper.
So the-
I mean, but
biggest innovative thing I've seen, I will say, that makes me PWS has their new modular rifle. And I got to see how that was taken down and worked at range day. And then got to hold it because it was packed. I was able to see it and didn't get to shoot it. But did get to hold it, kind of dry fire it, work the action, all that. It's pretty nice, that one, because you were there with me, and
Yeah.
that new PWS one.
Did you guys check out the new Kel-Tec and how it
Sub
folds?
2000. Yep. It worked. It was pretty nice.
I didn't shoot that.
The way it
was
kind of
long.
rolls. Yeah, the line for it to shoot was impossible. It was just
Yeah.
crazy.
I didn't bother.
But I did get to look at it at the booth. Opens really nice. Yeah, just the way, and then I found out. Yeah, I didn't even notice, but to looking at it today, they took the sights off it, which most people don't use the
Yeah,
sights
they
on them
don't use
anyway.
the sight.
You're going to put a red dot or something on it. So
Well, that's what it was
Chris, I
designed
did.
for.
yeah,
Yeah.
Chris, I did get to shoot the Renegade.
They're nice for what they are. I was impressed.
Was
yeah. I know you. We were all three of us were impressed last year.
Yeah,
I have not seen the
more time-
competition one in stock though. I cannot find it on any of my distributors.
But so
Real quick to answer Daniel Atkins Atkins on Facebook. Yes, that suppressor cleaner from what was it Breakthrough
Breakthrough.
Clean is
Breakthrough.
supposed to be not like CLR or any of the other solvents. It's also supposed to be good for stainless, titanium, and aluminum.
Are you talking about Breakthrough? Because I went and talked to them today.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
they're
Ballastol-
suppressor cleaner.
I'm gonna go check Ballastol tomorrow.
yeah, Ballastol. We just
but
found this one tomorrow on the
Yeah.
new product. Ballastol has one as well. So
I
we're
went and
gonna
took a
check that one.
sniff over at Breakthrough today, and it was actually a pretty nice kit, and it didn't have the chemical smell like some of the other stuff. So
Ballastol's probably gonna smell like Ballastol, which I love that smell. My hands smell like it all day. It feels like.
yeah, but you never know. I'm gonna go check out Ballastol tomorrow. But yeah, the breakthrough kit was nice. The price for the kit, because it has a container that's big enough for you to soak the suppressor in, and the tray keeps it upright, and the tools, and it even has a hook where you don't have to put your fingers in there to get it out. The kit's like $60 with everything in it, including the cleaning solution, and then you can just buy the refill solution later.
Does it work in a ultrasonic?
No, it's not made for ultrasonic. They want you to, let me go double check and ask that tomorrow. But from what the guy was telling me today, they would prefer you to soak it.
Okay.
And they want you to soak it 8 to 12 hours, depending on how dirty it is.
Okay.
Trying to think of anything else.
everybody in their hearing protection. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody's making electronic hearing
Yeah.
protection now.
That was the whole basement. Felt like
Yeah.
all these Chinese companies trying to pass their hearing protection off. Oh, buy this one, buy this one.
Yeah.
You really like this one?
I sell to you 2 for 80.
I sell you two for $80.
Seriously.
Everybody making a polymer holster.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh!
who was the one holster we looked at that was new?
Holster.
It was the company.
Somebody's got a carbon fiber holster, which is like $900.
Do you remember the one we looked at? And it's got the button you push, and we asked about that. I can't remember. We say when you look at so much and you don't write it down.
Safari lamp?
Overland and
No,
stuff there.
what's
too.
Firearms? Gosh dang it, who was that? That's gonna bug me too. We'll probably remember it for next year or for next week.
So it's a level 2 or level 3
Yeah.
holster.
It's actually a level 4 because it's got the hood, the thumb lock. It's got all of it.
That's 3. Okay.
3. I get my numbers
Yeah.
confused. It's a true duty police holster. Oh, it's gonna be it'll have to come. It'll come to me tomorrow or something.
I haven't ran across any accessories for suppressors yet. I also haven't looked either.
Yeah, there was the main suppressors I really looked at, and I didn't look at all the companies. Like I don't go to Rugged because Rugged, I don't want to really pay the price. Silencer Co. is super busy because of course they're promoting their new kiosk. They redid the kiosk layout, and so they're promoting that. I can't find.
So
I don't
if you
know
did go by Rugged, I'm pretty sure you didn't go by Thunder Beast because you're not going to pay that price either.
Well, Thunder Beast was packed.
Yeah.
Oh,
we did
yeah.
go to Thunder Beast. I couldn't get it. I couldn't talk to anyone because there were 2 people deep trying to talk to someone.
Yeah, they basically expanded the hell out of their Magnus line, and they've got several different versions, rated all the way up to 375. They've got the normal, different sizes down to a K version, and they've also added brakes to some of the versions. And apparently, their numbers are reducing recoil up to 65%.
Oh wow!
On 300 Win Mag, so that's a significant reduction in recoil.
Yeah.
They basically, essentially, what they did is they took that stuff they did on the 50 cal suppressor and put it in, dumped it all in the Magnus line.
Okay.
Griffin Armament is there. They are okay. I know where they are. I can always check them out. They're in the one little small room before you go into the big room. Yeah, I haven't gone much through that room. It's technically a law enforcement / tactical room, but so I might check that one out.
There's usually something interesting in that room.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to get a price on on a converted Humvee or something,
Did I say Silencer Co. or Silencer Shop earlier?
You said
I think you
Silencer
said Silencer Co.
Yeah.
But to
Silencer
answer
Shop
Raggle
is the one
Fraggle's question in YouTube, Silencer Co. has taken a different approach. They essentially they have a dealer in every state, so you can buy it through Silencer Co. Kind of similar to the kiosk. You do all your fingerprints. It's all digital, and they run all the paperwork from that dealer location in your state. And so when it comes back approved, it gets mailed directly to your house.
Silencer Co. or Silencer Central?
Or Silencer Central, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Silencer
Central.
Shop's the one that redid their kiosk. It's
Yeah.
basically a big tablet vertical.
Yeah.
It's actually super skinny, super nice, sleek. So
Sorry, I misspoke that. Yeah, I meant Silencer Central, not Silencer Co. Because that's the two competing people doing, or big distributors, if you will.
Yeah.
Their Banish stuff is actually really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to shoot 30 gold at range day. That was nice.
We shot the 46.
Yep.
When it came out.
Yep.
That was nice on that 338.
Yeah.
And I know I looked in, we were talking about Silencer Central, trying to, joking around sponsor. I reached out as far as dealer stuff where I've got my SOT and stuff. And they don't really do it. It's more of like a referral type thing where you get a slight discount if I send you over there, but not enough. It's like, just go to them. Just go to them. It's not that much of a price break.
Yeah.
Which one has on their kiosk what do you call it? Trust. Didn't one of them have a trust where you could set a trust up through them?
Silencer Shop has the single shot trust and the single shot lifetime, which essentially is, I think you pay single shot is 25-ish per, but if you do the single shot lifetime, anytime you buy a suppressor, you just go through that and they do a new trust, and doesn't cost you any additional money for a trust.
Okay, that's the one I was thinking of. Yeah.
Silencer Central has a trust set up too.
Yeah, similar to. Yep. Most of them are all doing that now because it's just, the single shot trust. The last two I've sold to people, essentially they do the single shot trust under them, and then they can go back after the fact, add their wife, go get that 1-page certified or notarized, as that is a non-prohibited person and all that good stuff, and they don't have to run through everything again. That way,
Yeah.
they don't have to be around. So if like you were on my trust, Paul, you wouldn't have to be around for me to babysit with a suppressor. You could be, hey, I'm taking the suppressor out. Okay, cool.
Right. That's what
Yeah, everything I own's on a trust anyway. That way, if Stacy wants to use it, or if I kick the can, she just keeps it.
right. It stays where it's at, or goes to whoever is legally can take it.
Well, the thing is too is if like if my stuff wasn't on a trust, if I passed, it would still stay in the safe. Stacy would just have to go through an SOT dealer, do all the paperwork, and pay the tax stamps again. Where the trust, that tax stamp thing is taken out of the picture.
Right. Exactly. But you only have to do you first, and then you can add as many people as you want to it.
And you don't have to pay additional tax stamps.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's actually not a legal nightmare, Raggle Fraggle, if somebody dies with a bunch of suppressors on trust. Because even if a trustee is, or like say, use my wife as an example, if she wasn't a trustee, she would just have to do the paperwork again. They still stay in the safe, and there's a process. The issue comes is like, say, Mike buys a suppressor. If we were in the same state, he buys a suppressor off me through his trust, but didn't have his wife on it or his kids. And say Mike passes before that Form 4 comes back approved or shortly thereafter, and he hasn't picked it up. If there's no trustee, that's when it becomes a legal issue of getting the ATF involved to figure out how do I get it to who we knew was going to be a trustee.
Right. Whoever the will was or whatever, it's supposed to be a trustee, and it's not passed yet. So
yeah. And that's correct, Daniel. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, your spouse will not pay the tax stamp again. It's just a matter of processing the paperwork if I die.
Right. But at your kids, that's a different story. Or
So
yeah.
I think Raggle Fraggle kind of misunderstood about so it's not each item on its own trust. Basically you set up one trust, and then anything you buy gets added to that trust. It's not like you have, if you have 7 cans, it's not like you have 7 trusts. It was kind of confusing the way Chris explained it a little bit.
Yes. Yeah.
Because of the verbiage that they use, but no, it's all one trust.
Yes.
So.
And as long as the tax is paid the first time, the stamp, then you're good to go.
Yeah.
You still have to pay the stamp on each individual item.
Right. Yeah.
Let's get that clear. It's not like you pay a $200, then you can just, I'm going to add 30 suppressors onto the. No. I wish it was like that. But.
No, but it's each item gets one stamp, and that stamp has to stay with that suppressor. Mm-hmm. So.
But that's the advantage of buying it on a trust.
Right.
See, the reason you used to do it on a trust is because you had to get CLEO, Chief Law Enforcement Officer approval. That's not a thing anymore. So now you don't need to do the trust to dodge that, but it's still neater for when you pass on having a trust than it is single owner.
Right.
Now the CLEO is more of a, I think they
just notify
a courtesy
yes.
to your CLEO in your area.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a good idea.
Yeah. So. Well, gang.
Yeah.
Swing over to Patriot Patch Company, patriotpatch.co. Take a look, see what they've got. New patch of the month will be coming out soon. So I promise I won't throw that one behind my desk. So yeah, that just pisses me off. I have to fish that eventually. But so yeah, if you want to support the show, you can swing over to Southern Gals Crafts, buy merch. We have some new stuff up there. If you go to firearmsradio.net and then go down to the Reloading Podcast page, you can click on buy our merch, and that takes you to the Reloading Podcast merch page for Southern Gals Crafts. A couple of new sweatshirts on there about defund the ATF and ATF 1-star.
Yep.
I don't remember what it said underneath it. Oh, ATF rating, ATF review, 1-star, not found of, would not recommend. So, and we're working on another one for people. We're kind of kicking an idea around. So,
better get some deep intel on this one.
Yeah, I'll tell you after. So, so Jim Rawls said fill out a tax-free Form 5 to transfer to heirs in a will. So if you don't have a trust. So, still haven't heard from Peter. So I'm going to send him an email at the email I have. And if I don't hear from him by next week, we will be redrawing for the IntelliDropper. So, Chris got last week's edited because I forgot to upload it so he could edit it. So I'm going to post that after the show tonight. He got Tuesday night's edited, or is in the process of editing. And then I'm going to upload tonight's. And then should have everything posted by Sunday, possibly. I don't know. You gonna have time, Chris?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Tuesdays is going to be easy because listening into today, essentially when Jim was talking himself, that's the only thing I should have to really pull out.
Yeah. So, but Oracle Arms is now OA Defense. Dumb. Anyway, so there's just an email pop up on that. But anyway, that's about it for now. So, any shout outs?
I just appreciate what Sharenda and the guys are doing out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, guys. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you.
No problem.
Winner of the free giveaways.
I knew that was going to happen.
There's only one way we stand a chance, Nick. She can't go to next year's SHOT Show. I'm sure she'd still pull it off somehow and get like a truckload of stuff sent to her.
I have cheat codes now.
Yeah, see, everybody will go, where's Sharenda? Oh, she didn't get to come. Oh, well, let me send her this.
Yeah.
She'd get even more stuff.
I might have to try that.
Oh, jeez.
or we'd all show up. Where's Sharenda? Oh, she couldn't make it this year. Well, here, make sure she gets this, and we'd be like, "Where's our stuff?"
Mm-hmm. So,
yeah, you know, the thing is that she has all the tax forms mailed to her before the show, so she gets all the free stuff. You know.
That's right.
I share the freebies except the cups. The cups are mine.
Wait a minute. Now I remember. We're at a thermal company. I ended up giving you a cup I got last year.
And I still have that cup. Yeah.
Oh,
well,
speaking of which, if you can send me the name of that company, I can't remember it for the name life of me.
Okay. When I get home, I'll go pull it.
Sharenda, the next insulated cup you get is going to be 55 gallons. You know that, right?
Oh,
If they make it and they giving it, I'll try it.
She's got one of those barrel dollies. She just wheels it around with. Can't ever take the stairs.
Yep.
She goes and gets an ADA letter for it. I don't have my coffee.
I will say, realize one thing. I have handed way more, what feels like way more business cards out this year than I have in years past.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So,
I even took some of Nick's
Yeah.
cards too.
yeah.
People are interested in the show.
Yeah, we had
Yeah.
the guys at lunch today when Dad and I were sitting down eating lunch. They saw our badge and like, oh, you guys do a podcast reloading. And the guy this morning, that's a different story. He was interested in it, but I'll tell you guys backstage about that. But
All right.
other than that, yeah, just a ton of cards we got handed out this year.
Do you
That's
think
cool.
having the actual Reloading podcast shirts and sweats helped?
Yeah. Definitely.
Well, I wore my howitzer T-shirt today, but I wore my Milster Duo shirt yesterday, and then
Oh, you traitor!
I don't have that many Reloading podcast shirts.
Well,
Oh, that's right. You spent $10,000 on other stuff at the show this year.
I would spend $10,000. I haven't spent a dime yet.
You know, if we could figure out some type of way to get the lanyard holders
Yeah.
to have maybe like a patch to stick on there that says Reloading Podcast.
You know what I
think that'd
do?
be kinda
I just
cool.
take those Geisleys. You take the thing, you tuck that in, and you can put whatever patch you want on front.
Then I'll lose all the business
No, you
cards
won't.
that I get.
I've done that for 2 years now. Haven't lost a single business card yet.
That's you though.
That's you, though.
I don't set my bar that high.
If she does that, Nick, she loses room for swag.
This is really bad.
No, I wore hoodies with pockets.
Oh my goodness.
No. But the Geo patches, GOA does have some of the best patches. Like
That's
this one today, they're doing a couple daily patches. Like one was today, Save a Pup, Abolish the ATF.
Why do I have a feeling next year at the show, Sharenda's going to be like the person last year we saw with a big wagon being pulled behind her?
You are not bringing one of those little hand carts.
Mm.
I forbid you.
There are a lot to go.
I hate those.
But
Those
people
drive
pull
me
it.
nuts.
They're dogs in them.
Tripping over dogs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I will say we found the winner for the highest step into a booth today. Who was that? Dickerson or?
Oh, yeah.
It was probably a good
6
6-inch step up into the
It
booth.
was angled, but still you trip over it.
It was angled. It's like, geez.
That's funny.
But no, it's been a good week and I enjoy it.
Chris, I gotta send you a picture of some of the coolest, best swag I got.
What's
One
that?
of them is a lighter.
Oh, jeez.
That ain't making it on the plane.
No, I'm gonna check that in.
You gotta check your pocket knife you got.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta check that in too. Got a pocket knife.
Comedy.
Yeah, make sure you check that too.
Yeah.
That's how we'll get Sharenda's swag, is all the stuff she doesn't check. We can go on the TSA and get the auction of the pallet of stuff she got confiscated.
Look, I've already compensated everything into one bag. That way I could throw it in the suitcase. That way there's no oops.
So, but yeah.
all right.
Is that fine?
Hmm?
Is that fine?
Yeah.
Playing, yeah.
I've not noticed one the whole time.
I think your mic is muted, Mike.
Are we still live?
Yeah, we're still
Yeah.
on.
I was just making sure before I said
Still got
something.
mind your P's and Q's.
No, I have some off the air gossip.
Oh gosh. That's what I think it is.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't about to start blabbing it while on air.
Oh, we lost Mike.
I'm actually surprised at how many I gave away. Almost all my business cards. The ones that's left in there is what's left, which was kind of shocker. And I didn't even force them. That was a funny thing.
looking on YouTube in case for the 6-ARC fans, Running with Scissors just posted it in case people didn't realize. Sierra released the 6-ARC reloading data for both bolt and gas.
But
It's
we
on
still
their
do not
page.
have Grendel bolt data.
Yep.
Who makes a Grendel bolt gun? And why?
Running with Scissors, can you answer that for Mike?
What's y'all's opinion about 6-ARC for hunting? If you can get them, sure.
I've used it on coyotes and stuff. And
Yeah, I was telling the guy at the 6 Max booth how we're planning a prairie dog hunt. He says he's taking a prairie dog 800 yards with it. No problem with the 6 Max.
oh, to answer your question, Mike, Ruger American, CZ, Howa make Grendel bolt guns.
I bet you Savage probably made an Axis in it at one point in time, but didn't sell it, so they killed it.
I mean, that's
About
I
deer?
just did a quick Google. That's all I could
Yes.
find was those 3 for bolts for
J
Grendel.
Hammer, how about deer? Yes, absolutely. So. That's because Howa's a good rifle.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you who don't know, Howa used to make the Vanguard for Weatherby.
Yep. That's why you see a lot of it is Howa/Vanguard.
Mm-hmm.
I think, isn't the Japanese sniper units using how actions?
Mm.
I thought I read somewhere on that.
Well, and if you're really looking for a budget entry PRS type rifle, you go to Brownells, you can buy a barreled action, and then you could throw it in a, whether MDT or some other chassis, a KRG Bravo, because they make inlets for it, and you're going to be under probably 900-ish.
Yeah.
So, actually, question: Running with Scissors, is that a 6 Grendel or a 6.5 Grendel? Mm-hmm. So, what is he doing? Dishes?
No, he's getting dinner
Cooking
ready.
dinner.
What are you cooking?
We having spaghetti.
Spaghetti, garlic bread, Caesar salad. Sharenda drank all the champagne last night.
You all saw that photo.
Wow.
I saw that photo. That was awesome.
I mean, I couldn't get the cap back on, so you can't let good champagne go away. So you just drink the whole bottle and go to bed.
And she doesn't even remember it happening, so that's always must be good.
No, I remember it happening. I just don't remember at what point I actually laid down and went to sleep. Like, I think I fell asleep as I was laying down. Like I woke up this morning.
Did you hear us walk back in after our beer?
Nope.
Okay, yep.
Nope.
You didn't last long.
Nope, I did not. I woke up this morning feeling like a new person.
It just sounded like a big bear in there.
I warned y'all. I was like, hey, I feel the walls vibrating. That's just me and your snoring.
Comedy.
Look, I was asleep. I woke up feeling like a whole new person.
That's good.
Yep.
Did I take a picture of that bottle? Yeah, I did.
Yeah. But no, yeah, we're excited to finish up tomorrow, and yeah, Dad and I are going to the Antique Arms in the morning. So who knows what we're gonna find there. We'll see how that goes. And
you'll spend another $10,000.
I'm not gonna spend $10,000 because I gotta fly whatever back I get. I ain't shipping anything back. Unfortunately, since Chris didn't make it, I can't ship anything back.
Thanks, Chris. You saved him some money.
I'd much rather would have been there. Trust me.
Oh, I know.
Oh, that's right. I I got an email from Markin today that said that they have stopped using USPS for deliveries and they're now going to UPS.
Great. That means it's more
Good.
expensive.
Speaking of, they're at SHOTshow.
Yeah,
Great.
USPS is at SHOTshow.
Yeah.
Why? A company.
They're losing. USPS is losing money as far as competition.
Where they're losing items.
Yeah,
that's
so that's probably why is they're trying to like, hey, look, we are good or whatever. And,
hey, can you start shipping guns now, please?
oh, you can.
Well,
I wouldn't do
yeah.
it, but
I
Well,
wouldn't do it, but
it used to be that you would send a gun by USPS and they would take it and then send it over to FedEx, and then FedEx would deliver it to the post office where it was supposed to go, and then you would get it that way. And it was good. Now I wouldn't trust them, trust them with anything. Give me UPS, and yeah, there you go.
Here's a fun fact. There was not a free carabiner anywhere at SHOTshow.
yeah, that was interesting.
That was like the strangest thing.
apparently they substitute it for knives and lighters.
And the amount of questions I got on my camera mount thing here is insane. I probably have gotten 20 questions over the week on this thing.
You be carrying in your hip. It almost looks like a
It
gun.
kind of does. I don't want to carry it in my hand all day, so I attached a carabiner to it.
That is kind of weird looking.
So yeah, you can just hold your hands right here and there.
When you're holding it right there, I was thinking you were the ghetto Thor. Couldn't afford the full hammer.
Well, you can't. Yeah, monitor in there.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but so my phone goes in there like that, and so that's how we film. So
Nice.
but no, that's super. Yeah, the mount itself was $25. The light's like another $10, and I had this laying around. So, but
There you go. All right, gang.
Yep, gentlemen, ladies.
On that note,
It's the second time I've been called a lady this week.
Excuse me.
what would you prefer?
No, I was just saying this is kind of funny. It's like, oh, I've been guys all week, and then hey guys, what's up, guys? And it's like, oh, somebody actually called me a lady.
Shout out for LaRue Tactical. I ordered 3 of their MBT triggers and they shipped them USPS. USPS lost it in their transfer station. LaRue sent me out a new complete order free overnight.
Oh, that was sweet.
I've heard lots of good things about LaRue Tacticals.
yeah,
And that's why USPS was that shot.
Redistributing the triggers that they've lost.
That was the handouts, all Mike's orders.
They took a picture of me.
Yeah, I love
that
it.
was from Knox Spectre. So
I got
Anyway.
informed delivery, and it's two. They send me a picture of my mail I'm supposed to be getting that day. 2 days later, I get that mail.
Mm-hmm.
awesome.
Mm,
All right.
okay.
Keep your brass shiny.
jump on the Millsap short bus.
Teach them to shoot and reload when they're young, and maybe take them to SHOTshow.
No.
Shoot smarter, not harder.
Teach a lady to reload and let her pinch off your stash just a little bit.
See, you just said lady. I mean, what's wrong with that? Anyway, my grandpa told me not to listen to my mama. He says violence does solve problems.
Support Second Amendment. Local groups, national groups, doesn't matter. Just make sure that they're truly supporting the actual Second Amendment and not what some people have distorted it and perverted it to be. More importantly, if you're struggling, 988 or 1-800-273-8255. Reach out, get some help.
Yep. And they actually had the loss prevention groups, or not loss prevention, the suicide prevention groups here in the basement. I think all of the different ones had booth set up. So
Yeah.
Well, that's because after you wander through the basement, you're like,
yeah. Chris and Mike, you know that feeling. It's the number of Chinese junk you see, and then it's like, how much longer can I go?
well, then you hit the food container, the food thing over there, and you pay all that food, all that money, and then they're like, quick, go save him. He's looking like he's gone.
I will say the food this year down in the basement, the cafe was phenomenal. They had a fried chicken
Ooh.
Asian dish with like
Nice.
rice and a slaw, Asian slaw. Then they had a burrito bowl, which was really good with like sour cream, guacamole, some lime. Deli sandwiches, of course, as always. They had the pizza as always, but everything has been good so
Oh,
far.
shit.
Yeah, even the continental breakfast has been really
Yeah,
good.
the bagel, not bagels, the cake, breakfast cakes, the muffins, all that's been really good. The fruit's been really good this year at the medium room.
That's
So,
good. Yeah, Jay Hammer said definitely reach out. Marini served with just ended his life last week.
Hmm.
Yeah. Make sure you're checking on people you know. You should worry about the ones that are kind of sad, but the ones that kind of seem a little extra happy, those are the ones you really need to worry about. Kind of, if you know them well enough, you know the signs, you know that something's not quite right, dig a little deeper. So, but yeah, 988 from your cell phone or 1-800-273-8255. Reach out. That's just, yeah, not cool. No fun. So, all right, gang. We're all in this together.
Take care, gang.
Night.